Welcome back, everyone. This is the Game One Loves Forever, and today we have another new guest, Mr. Duffdynasty. How's it going, sir?
Pretty good, man.
Good.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming
invite.
on. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks. I was pretty excited when you were like, "Dude, let's do it. Let's go."
Yeah, yeah.
So I know you work with a Bogeywhisperer.
Yeah.
You guys are a duo, right?
Yeah.
So, just real quick, I already introduced you, but kind of how did you start and get into golf and in the YouTube space, and kind of give it a little background?
Yeah. So what's so funny is the first time I ever golfed was 3 years ago now, and I played Antelope Greens.
Oh yeah.
And it was 100 degrees outside. I was playing with my two buddies that weren't Bogeywhisperer, but they got me into golf. And mind you, I'd just come off of like really bad like sunburn, and I had like these water blisters.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I'll go try golf for the one time because they really wanted me to come out. It was something they were super into. And I just like loved it. Like it was super fun. Like the first time I think I two putted, like I was like, this is great, dude. Like I'm gonna keep doing more of it.
Yeah.
First shot I hit, like that, like felt flushed, maybe in that sense. Super great feeling. And it kind of just evolved in that. And then I met Tyler, who Bogeywhisperer, and we met through playing basketball actually. And
nice.
He was like, we should get out sometime. And sometimes when you've like, especially at that time, I feel like when you find other people that golf, they're like, do I want to ask him if I want to golf? Like, I don't know. Do you think I could be in a cart with some crazy holes?
That's true. You find out when you play a round of golf with someone, you find out real quick if you can handle
if you're gonna mesh, right? You're just like, oh man, we have nothing to talk about.
Where's your ball?
Yeah. Like, I think your ball's over there. Oh, it's not your ball. But we got out a few times, and then he was like, one time when we were playing Cherry Island, it was like maybe our second or third time golfing. She snapped a 3-wood that round, which was not on purpose.
Oh, is that on accident?
It was on accident. I hit it out of the rough, and it just didn't film that, unfortunately. But he was like, I want to just like film some stuff, and I was like, go for it. Like, I don't mind. I don't care about being on camera. I was really bad at that time. Still really bad now.
Yeah.
Like, but I was like, yeah, just go for it. And we had like a tea time at like 4 or 5, and I don't think we brought the carts back in until 9 because that's when the sun went down. And it was like one of the most fun experiences I think we had. And then he just kept doing it and doing it. And I just try to be like super supportive and like, because he was like, it's kind of weird when you whip out cameras on a golf course, right? Because you don't want to get like that stigma of like you're holding everybody up and all that. So I just tried to be as supportive as I could. And then I was like, why don't I might give it a shot and just make it like super regular. And that's kind of how Duffdynasty came to fruition. And yeah.
That's cool. So how long have you guys been doing it?
2 years now. A little over 2 years.
Okay.
That I think we've been doing it. And obviously we have all the YouTube stuff with just Bogeywhisperer. I'm the man behind the camera.
Yeah. So if you go watch the videos, you'll see a lot of Bogeywhisperer or Tyler.
And I think that was like the coolest part when we did the Sacramento Championship with B2B Bros and Drain Damage. Was like he was going through the editing. He's like, it's like basically your POV because like I'm just walking and like talking. I'm like, when I said to LB, one of the B2B Bro members, I was like, yeah, who said you can't putt besides me? But I mean, sorry, Paul. But that was a really fun experience. It's been really cool to like kind of be the man behind the camera and just like come up with like quippy things here and there and just kind of let it flow naturally. We've always had like such a good like friendship and like it just felt super easy. So it's just like cameras aren't even there.
Yeah. The videos I've watched or like even the snippets, like you guys just have really good banter and just go back and forth. And you guys, and I will say this to you, guys have really good, like good video voices. Like your voices on camera are really good. So I commend you on that.
Thank you. We worked so hard at that.
I know. It's like some just natural, right? But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And then you talked about the Sacramento Championship. How'd you guys do? I know. I think we had the champion on already.
Yeah. I mean, like we, somebody had to come in third, right? So why not us? I think Tyler
top 3 for sure.
Yeah. We top 3 finish. Yeah. So, I mean, we did alt shot. I just want to say, like, I pulled my weight for sure as like a 20 plus handicap. My ringer just didn't come through for me at the end. So
and there were no strokes on it straight up.
It's straight up. Yeah. It was Mather.
Yeah.
It was a tough. I think one of the toughest things, and like this has happened when we did a 2v2 versus B2 Bros, like, and he was like, Tyler was like, we're gonna play these guys, and I was like, are they good? And he's like, no, I think there's like 220 handicaps, like they're not they're not that good. They smoked us.
Yeah.
And AG's like a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think he's doing 8 now.
Yeah, and he's a problem. Yeah. Like he's really good. He's a really good golfer. And when that happened, I was like, okay, whatever. You know, Tyler kind of sandbagged me on that. So when he talked about the Sacramento championship and this big thing, I was like, oh, I've never really, seen a lot of Drain Bamage. I've seen some of their stuff now, obviously. But I was like, are they good? And he's like, no, they're like 220 handicaps.
No, they're same thing. I think they're single. Yeah. At least
John.
Yeah.
Like when I saw his swing, I was like, dude, he has like he has the nicest swing of this group. Yeah. Like, I was like, there's no way. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm so tired of him sandbagging me on this and us coming in last.
I think he just is trying to ease, like, don't worry, just come play.
Yeah. But I'm like, I like at the end of the day, like I'm pretty competitive too. Like even if I'm like not that good at golf right now. And I'm like, I want us to still have like a chance or like, know that like I got to go to the range a lot this week to like prepare. Right. So sandbag.
Yeah. So you said you started about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. For me, I think that's a great place to be because I think you're always getting better. Right. And you see improvement where I am, years and years in, now I'm just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And if I don't get beyond, like right now, I got back up to a 10 handicap and I'm just kind of stuck there. Right. And I got to figure it out where I feel like where you are, you're always progressing, So take us through kind of where you started and where you are now.
Man, I still have a slice, but like my first like year of golf was just like, I mean, I was that guy who had to aim like 90 degrees the wrong way and like play it. And I used to have my first ever set was like this Top Flight set from Dick's Sporting Goods, like the whole set. Yeah. And I just needed something because I just wanted to get into it. And I was like the cheapest option at the time. And that driver, I will say to this day, like I've hit some really far slices with that thing. And it's because the driver head is like literally like a frying pan. Like, so I mean, like the sweet spot is probably about like this
the whole, and that's the Top Flight one?
Yeah, the Top Flight one.
Driver. Jeez.
And then slowly, I started like, getting new irons, new clubs, and just things like that have like really helped, like, I think a lot. And I think that whole method of like, do new clubs help? They can. I mean, they can't fix my crappy swing pattern, for sure, my over the top, but
be more forgiving. More, just newer technology, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So then for sure too, it's not the club.
Yeah. No, it's
either one way or the other.
It's definitely the user, right?
Even though we blame clubs.
Yeah. But I will say one thing that's always been like that I've noticed like really take like a far jump is that I have actually a pretty good short game. Like that is the one thing I feel very confident, especially chipping around the green, putting. I've always been pretty good with my putter and understanding like reads and lines. And I think part of that is like especially with a putter, right? It's like it's feel, right? And playing basketball most of my life, like I've always had a really good floater. I've been a shooter. So like it's been one of those things where I'm like, okay, if I have a good feeling with it, like I can kind of create some consistency here, right? So really just trying to dial that in, and especially with like fuller wedge shots, like even out like surprisingly, and I think Tyler would agree with me on this, is like I'm actually really good out of the bunker, like greenside bunkers, which is so random. Like I don't know what it was. Like I just started putting all my weight forward and just like really hacking at that thing, and it comes out so nice. I have no idea.
Floats out.
Yeah, it's just like so soft, and it's just like, and he's like, "That's a really good shot," and I'm like, "Thanks." But over the years, like my irons have been kind of up and down with some of like the changes I've made with that driver. Still have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
What I'm really good with though, and what I've been able to tee off with a lot, is I have a 3 and 5 wood. My 5 wood is probably my favorite club in my bag right now. It's a Mizuno STX. I love that club.
Okay.
It is my favorite club in my bag. Yeah. Like right now.
Well, that was my next question. What's your favorite club right now?
That 5 wood, man. It's insane because I feel like it's the one club I feel like I can manipulate.
Yeah.
Like if I have to hit a big slice around a tree, I can. It's the one that maybe goes a lot more straight than my other clubs for whatever reason.
Yeah. I have a 5 wood too, and I love it.
Yeah.
I like you said, once you learn how to hit it, because I bought it because I was kind of in between clubs, and when I first got it, I was duffing it or like topping it, just hit, or if you can kind of like I don't know what you call it, like blading wood, blading a wood kind of. But yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm taking this thing back. But then once I hit it, it's so pure. Like I don't even feel the ball.
No,
I love those swings.
Yeah. I just played the Ridge, and we played this par 3, and it was like It's usually for me because I don't hit it very far.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows. It was like coming from me in the comment. It was like I think 175 yard par three, and I was like, I'm gonna hit my 5-wood. Usually it's my 170, 180,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I played in Vegas one time, I got it to like 90 because of elevation, which was sick.
Yeah.
But I hit like just this beautiful fade. Right, I was like, I'm gonna be on the green, and I was actually long, and I was like, I've never been long on a hole like in my whole life, like that, and seeing a left side of a fairway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that club. It always comes off so nice, and it's one of those clubs that surprisingly I hit very high.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Lands nice and soft.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So for those who are maybe just starting out, what advice would you give them? Like now being in 3 years, if you went back to tell yourself on that first day at Animal Greens, what would you say?
I would say, because I think everybody's always gonna be like, go to the range and stuff like that. I feel like how I got better was like I started playing a lot more during the week, like it's like getting out as much as I could, and just like, don't worry about like what you're gonna score and things like that. Just like try and get a good feeling with like any of your clubs, and like I think one of the things I've realized is like the more consistency you can create, even with like knowing that you have a slice or this club can go this way, like is gonna help you so much more. And just like short game stuff, like. You never realize, like, oh, when you blade a chip, like, oh, well, that was for birdie, and now I'm like chipping back.
Yeah. So I know that one.
I would say those two things for sure.
Yeah. Sounds like we'd be great scramble partners.
Oh yeah,
because I can get you there.
Yeah,
I just need you to get on the green or in the hole.
Yeah,
I can putt pretty well too. But yeah, just anything around the green or within 50 yards, I'm tough. I'm shaking.
Yeah,
I'm like, please just land close to the green.
just like run up there somehow.
Yeah,
please,
like stop. Okay, well that's good. So you would say more of just getting out there in the elements, understanding the game, and then would you recommend, like, let's say even if you're not playing well, did you ever like you tee off with your buddies and then say go drop with them, or would you just always hack your way through?
I think it depends. Like I think like if I was having a really bad day, like I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna drop on them and just like try and like actually hit out some real grass, right? But then I feel like sometimes like golf it's an imperfect sport, right? Like, so you're going to be in the trees sometimes. So you're going to have to kind of learn how to like either punch out, knowing when to take your medicine, or if you can hit like a little stinger, like through a window that you see.
It is fun to hit those hero shots. Right. Yeah. Those feel great when you can do it. Yeah.
So I think it just depends. I think maybe that first year, I think like I was probably more prone to like dropping with them. But like, I think obviously these past like couple years I've been playing my ball no matter what, even if I top it in front of the tee box.
Okay.
I'm playing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're probably at that point now where you just play your ball.
Yeah. I shoot a 110. I shoot a 110.
Yeah. Because I mean, even if you shoot a 110, you can still play fat. Ready golf.
Right.
It's not. That I think it's when you get to like 125-ish. That's when you start maybe holding people up.
Yeah.
You're hacking away. Unless it's on the green.
Right. I'm like, why am I going to change out this club that I just topped? Like, I'm like, yeah.
So you didn't play in high school or anything. What were your kind of off topic, but what were your sports in high school?
Football and basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are my two sports.
So you could have, because I think golf is in spring. Right?
Yeah.
Did you just not know, or?
I thought
that's right.
Yeah.
What did you think about golf? Yeah.
I thought golf was like the dumbest thing. Like I thought it was an old man sport. Like it didn't look hard. Like I was like, oh, you just walk up there and you just whack a ball. Like I played like little league and stuff like that. So I was like, same concept, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously not.
Yeah.
Like, not even remotely close.
I think what everyone says is like, it should be way easier because the ball's just sitting there. It's not moving.
Yeah.
And baseball is coming at you 80 miles an hour.
But I think like that's like the trippiest part about golf is like, slight changes in your grip, your swing path, your setup, like can all change drastically how that shot goes, right? Like those little things all add up. And I think that is the most like insane part. And like, that's why,
it's like one thing's off and it messes it all.
That's why like I love like, I know some people maybe don't really care too much for like Bryson's like nerd side that he's in, but like I think it's like fascinating because like you never realize how much science is really in golf.
Yeah.
Versus, obviously there's smart stuff with like basketball and football, there's things you got to learn and all that, like defensive schemes and all that. But I will say like the scientific part of golf is like fascinating. And I never would have known that until now.
Yeah. So you're relatively new to golf. Have you had one standout memory, or what you have a best memory already in golf?
This is crazy. So this was in my second year of golf, and I have a hole in one.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I've been playing 20 plus years. I still don't have one.
You know what's so funny is like I told Tyler that when it had happened, and I was like, some people go their whole lives without this, right? Like
I'm feeling I'm on that route.
And he's like, "That's insane." I'm glad that I did it with somebody because if I would have did it myself, I don't think I even would have said anything.
Nah,
right?
you can't. It sucks, and I think that's a lot of people debate that. Can you claim it? I mean, you probably can just for yourself, but I don't know.
I think it'd be hard to talk about, especially with like a group chat.
Who was there? Me.
It was me and some guy you don't know. He goes to a different school, right? But that happened. I guess this is also. I actually have a question for you. Do you think because it happened at Antelope Greens? It wasn't. It was hole 12, and it was a par 3, obviously, but it was 115 yards.
Oh yeah, that's over 100. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, even if it's an I've heard that too, executive course.
Yeah.
And Antelope Greens is kind of an in between. Yeah. It's got par 4s.
Yeah.
But no, 115. I think my boss played in a tournament, and it was at Northridge Country Club, and I think that tee box was only 115. He hole in one. Yeah. And so he counted it. I would count it.
Yeah.
I would count it.
I was
gonna ask you where it was, but
yeah. So it was Antelope Greens, and it was hole 12. I have like this little like box for it that has like all the information on it. That like
did they give it to you?
No.
Okay, you got it.
I remember after it happened when I was with my buddy Matt. Like we actually went to the clubhouse. We're like, "There's no way," but like we have to ask if there's cameras on the course because like I was like, "Dude, like I need that. Like I don't care how much I have to pay for it. Like I
or even record the recording." Right?
Yeah. And it's funny because it was a ball at the bottom of my bag, and like I was just playing Antelope Greens. I didn't care. It was this little red Srixon ball, which is like probably the most like high handicap thing you've ever heard. Yeah. But I hit that with another high handicap thing, my Kirkland wedges. So it was a 52 degree. I landed a little bit short, and it just like rolled so perfectly. And when it like just disappeared, me and my buddy Matt, we just looked at each other and we're like, just going through. And then we started running.
Yeah.
And then it was hot that day. It was like July, and it was peak heat, and it was we were definitely very sweaty by the time we got there. But
and then you realize how far 110 yards.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, like,
that's actually
insane. Yeah, I literally just ran the length of a football field. Like, but it was insane. Like, I don't think
that is crazy.
I've made like a few videos like that. I haven't actually posted them anywhere. I posted them on my story at that time before Duffdynasty.
Yeah.
And I was like talking about this is the greatest feeling ever. Like I'll never have this feeling again, even with kids and getting married. And like,
I peaked on the greatest feeling ever.
Yeah, I peaked right there. I was like, I got Chipotle later that day. I made it a whole day after that. Like I was like, I don't care what I shoot this around. Like I've already done it. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome. What I mean, you kind of are you in shock like when it drops, or you just like, wait, what? Did that really like
you're like in disbelief? You're like, did that just go in the hole? Because like, we can see it because I mean it's Antelope Greens. Like, so like you just see it roll, and I was like just like saying like, oh, go, like that's gonna be like a freaking tap in, right? And then it just disappears. And then we just like looked at each other, we're like, that just go in the hole? That just go in the hole? We're just like shuffling, and then we just took off and ran. And
did you leave your clubs too?
Yeah. So we had to walk all the way back, get the cart, and pick up the clubs. That's and do all that. So it was an insane feeling, and I can't believe to this day it's happened. And now like I've been chasing that with Duffdynasty to try and record this as much as I can. Like
I think that's one thing too. You just gotta let it happen when it happens. Because I've said my story a few times. I've seen only one hole in one, and it was at Apple Mountain, hole number 2, and it was an older lady. She literally kind of like hit off of a tree, rolled down the trunk into the hole.
Oh my god!
Hole in one. I was like, that wasn't even close. Yeah. And I was like, that's the only one I've ever seen. And I was like, that is the craziest shot I've ever seen.
I think that's like, sometimes the whole like it's better to be lucky than good. Sometimes I mean, like it's really true, especially in golf, right? Like,
and she had the same reaction. She was like, she kind of looked over. She's like, did that go in? I'm like, that went. I was like, yes, that went in. I was like, she's like, oh my god! And she like threw her club.
Yeah,
but she had the same reaction. She was like, wait, hold on, and I was like, yes, that went in. I cannot believe this.
If I would have had to take bets on like what would have came first between that and like an eagle, like I've still never to this day have gotten an eagle. I don't think I've really been that close either, honestly. And it's just insane that came before that did, because I feel like golf wise, like the logistically that would come
Yeah.
first, right? Like,
Yeah, my first eagle was a 2. Like I was 100 yards out, and that's the weird thing too. My first 2 eagles were about 100, 105 yards out, and they dropped.
yeah,
And I'm like, I can't do that or hole in one. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, and I did that like shortly after high school. So
okay,
those were my first 2 eagles.
nice.
And they're within like a few months of each other.
Oh,
It's
see,
like,
yeah, the rains, it pours.
Yeah. No, it's like when you're on, you're on.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm like, come on. Like, and I think honestly, I've been closer with the, like, say it's a par 3 and I don't know, it goes OB or I'm re-teeing,
Mhm.
I'm hitting that third shot.
yeah,
I've been closer with those shots than like they've been like this. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a bogey.
yeah.
You know?
You're like, oh, tap in bogey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hate those, but
So, but I feel like those have been closer for me than,
yeah. I mean, I don't think I've been that close since. I mean, I've had a few that like that have been that look like they're closer than they are, obviously, and then they depth.
yeah. Then you
perception.
go up. Yeah.
You're like,
oh,
well, I have 6
geez.
feet. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Actually got to putt this out.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, what if I don't know if there's ever been a first hole par 3, but what if you took a breakfast ball and you hold out?
I
See, because and no range session. Let's say that.
I feel like for like, if I was with like B2B Bros, Drain Bamage, Bogeywhisperer, like I feel like I'd be like, I feel like I'll count it in my heart, but like I feel like I can't. I feel like we can't.
Kind of like if you're by yourself.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like we can't go out here and just we got a hole because like I'm gonna be that guy. It's like
You definitely can't be in the paper. Right?
No,
Or
no,
whatever
no,
they used to
no.
do.
You definitely can't go tell the clubhouse.
Yeah,
this. Like,
yeah, there you go. Yeah, can't get the mark.
Yeah.
That's because I mean, because I know. Well, I don't know, but I've heard where guys are like, yeah, it counts. It's,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It's a breakfast ball.
It's
a tough one.
It's a tough one. Like
And it's horrible that you start on a par 3, in my opinion. Have you played Pacific Grove?
no, I have not.
Oh, okay. They started on par 3.
Really?
Yeah. So they have a par 3 their first hole.
Is it like
And-
fairly long or is
No,
it like
I think it's a little pitching wedge. I think it's like
Okay.
140.
Oh, so like a 7 iron.
Well, yes. Yeah, so,
Yeah, it's just like 160.
Yeah,
right? Just like it's a simple 9 iron.
170.
Like
but I remember I had a club up because it was cold. We started
Yeah.
like first thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a par 3.
okay.
So,
That's cool.
yeah. And actually, if you play the back 9 and just play back 9, because a lot of people just like to play the back 9 because that's where all the ocean is.
That's what the views are.
Yeah. First hole's a par 3 also. So,
Interesting.
yeah. Which is, and I think it's I want to say it's a par 72. Maybe it's a par 70.
Par 70.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was good. So if you can get out
Yeah.
there and play, it's a fun course.
I've
Yeah. Especially the back. nine.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's been a lot of courses I think in Monterey that like I've in like that area that I've
Mhm.
really wanted to play. Like I think I saw on yours that you played Poppy Hills,
Oh, yeah.
and I've saw like a lot of pictures. I'm like, this course looks sick. It looks
Yeah.
like Eat Me Alive, but like
Yes.
it looks like it's so
You-
worth it.
That's one you definitely have to play once to kind of navigate it,
Yeah,
because you have to know where you can hit and where you can't, especially for me.
Mhm.
And that's one you can actually afford to play again,
yeah,
and
yeah.
see it. Yeah, I played it 2 times, maybe two or 3 times now.
Okay.
But yeah, I love that course.
Yeah.
Like, it
looks sick.
yeah, it's nice. And it's not right on the water like Pebble, but it's still in that, like, they keep it so nice
Mhm.
and up to that standard
Yeah.
that, yeah, I would go play. And do you have a USGA or NCGA, sorry.
Mm.
So if you have NCGA card, then you can I think you get a discounted rate. It's like $120 on the weekends, and then I think it's 90 on weekdays. You can get out there. So it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not
Otherwise,
bad.
I think it's like 185.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
200,
yeah. When I was like, look,
220. And if you know someone who has a card, they can bring you on as a guest, and you'll pay a guest rate.
okay.
So
Information to know.
yeah, I got mine through because I signed up with the Empire Ranch Men's Club.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got it. You should be able to.
Yeah.
Do you have a handicap other than 18 birdies?
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So if you get the NCGA or card
Yeah. Yeah, get my
designation,
card down.
yeah, tour card.
Yeah. We're waiting on that. Well, the Corn Fairies first.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So but yeah, I highly recommend it if you can get on. Or one thing too that I kind of wanted to start doing with this, B2B bros ask me like, what do I want to do with this and where do I see it going? one thing is I want to eventually kind of do that where you get a group, not necessarily like a whole tournament, but like get 8 guys and go play, 3 courses in a weekend or something, kind of like a mini getaway.
Yeah.
And then if you want, we can all film it. And,
Yeah.
or just buddies who want to go play, just because I think that it'd just be a fun time.
I think that sounds like so fun and perfect. I think one of the things that like I think we've realized, doing all the stuff with like Bogeywhisperer and all that is how hard it is sometimes to play good golf on top of like filming everything.
Yes.
And you're like, wow, I never realized like having like just a cameraman can like really like take some things for you and take like some off your plate.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, I need you to hold the camera so I can hit my shot or this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're kind of saying that. So do you go back and forth, or is it more like today I'm filming you and then next time he's filming you? You guys switch off? Or you whole?
So when we do like YouTube, we'll switch off here and there. He's not too great with the camera. I will say no shade to Mr. Tyler. It's just different versus like the zoom on his camera is different than mine. And I feel like I've gotten it down after like some tweaks, like working really hard with like some of the videos that you might see actually when I was hurt really early on, like his 1 club challenge and things like that. I was hurt at that time, so I was just straight filming everything. But then when I started coming back, we had to like, switch off, obviously, especially when we do like B1s or like, the stuff with like B2B bros. Like I mainly film those unless like I was like my turn to like hit the alt shot.
Yeah.
So for the most part.
Yeah. So when you are filming, I haven't seen it, but do you also zoom in to like catch where it lands?
You know what? I don't think I ever realized like when you see like, all the really like, like good and like Grant Horvat, like, they have very consistent ball flights and paths and all that. And it's like when you play with like really high, you're like, dude, did I go right, left? Like he's like sometimes like it's right in the trees, and I'm like trying to zoom in and see. I'm like, oh, I got it. Like it's gonna be really good because you're gonna be able to see it.
It's funny. Yeah, it is. It definitely is a like learning curve. One, like me, I'm filming myself when I go out there, and then I feel like it's a lot harder when I'm in a cart. Than when I'm walking. And then also, like you said, like to play well, like you want to play well because you're going to put it on, you're going to show everybody, and then to focus on that and then focus on a good shot. Did I get everything? And if I'm filming myself, I can't zoom in. I just get the shot. So, but I filmed a lot of stuff. I just haven't put anything out yet. So I think that's probably my next venture. Yeah, it's just to film it, put it together. Because I actually have a lot more stuff from Poppy Hills.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I posted the birdie putt I had.
Make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 60 foot. Oh yeah, I wouldn't post it. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. I mean, unless I put the whole hole. Yeah. But it was just one putt.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like the longest putt that I have recorded.
Okay.
Because I'm known for like in our scramble group, like I've hit some like crazy like 50 footers, 60 footers. Yeah. And they're just like, how do you, because I just get up and I'm like, oh, I'll put it close, goes in. Like,
okay, so this might be a dumb question because like I think this would be really interesting because I know you said like, you're pretty long with your driver, right? Would you rather hit, like I'm talking your longest drive, maybe plus 20 yards or like a bomb of a putt? Like I'm talking like a 60, 70 footer of a putt.
I would say the putt because,
hole's done.
well, because I think, one, you get to see it.
Yeah.
So like with the drive, it's like, oh, it's cool when you walk up and you're like, oh wow, look how far I hit. And then, but the putt, I mean, just to see it drop, there's nothing better, in that feeling. So,
for the green is like,
so yeah, I've hit a few long bombs, like putting. So, that's my claim to fame so far. No hole-in-ones, but
just long putts.
Yeah. And it really is like most of the time I'm just like, it looks around here, and it just
especially when you're that far, right?
I'll give you I'll give you a read.
Yeah.
And I don't know, have you played in mini scrambles yet?
Yeah.
I like to go first putting.
I do too. And honestly, I think like I will say I think for the most part, like I can be a better putter than Tyler and Bogeywhisperer.
Yeah.
But like I still like to go first because like sometimes I don't agree with like what he thinks the line is. I'm like, let me just see like what I think. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. At least you'll know.
Yeah.
And then I can tell you like where I think you should aim it at that point. But like I usually like to go first on everything.
Yeah.
just to get myself out of the way.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I like it because like you said, I feel like a certain way, or if I feel confident,
Yeah.
then I like to hit it but then if I see like 3 people go, that's too much calculations for me at that point. Cause then I'm like, okay, they went over this spot.
Yeah.
How hard did they hit it?
Yeah.
You know, then it cut at the end.
Yeah.
Then it's like my mind's just kind of going too much.
Well, especially, you know, like doing it with like high handicaps. It's kind of like, oh, like I think it breaks this one. I'm like, I think you pushed it. But like
you pushed it and somehow you sliced your butt.
Like you got a case of the rights right now.
Yeah.
Like I think you're just pushing every
push it
right?
and it sliced.
You were aimed literally like 40 yards from the hole. Yeah. Like, so I'm the same way. Like I think I just like to get a good feel. Like if I think I trust the line and read that I have versus like 2 people going in front of me, I'm like too worried about hitting that one spot that I think that they told me to hit that I maybe don't agree with anyway.
Have you guys done any? I don't think I've seen you guys do. Have you done any like break a number, like break a score?
We haven't. We've had.
I know that's kind of overdone. But.
Yeah, we've tried to come up with like creatively with some things, and like, you know, even like, you know, with like Bob Sports, they have like the food challenges, right? Which are brutal. And like we were trying to think of like ones like
could one poke a hole or something. Yeah, like soda or something.
So we had this like crazy idea of doing Chef Boyardee, like eating a one can, like maybe, and just 9 holes, like obviously.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
it's like a hot dog.
Yeah, like I don't think it's like terrible. I mean, there's only like 4 or 5 pieces of ravioli in that thing, anyways, right? But like this whole idea, maybe like rolling the can, like the old commercials and stuff like that, like super different, unique. Because I think I could do almost any of those food challenges, maybe not well, but like I think I could do them. Tyler's a little bit more like, I don't think I can. Like I think I would get sick, and then like,
well, because those, it's not about score, right? It's just about finishing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like being able to eat whatever hot dog or whatever, right? Okay.
The milk and cookies one that they did was. So I that one I'm a little like that would be,
because I'm the same way. I feel like I could eat a lot, but if I have to shoot a certain score and eat that, then I'm like, no. Like break 100 and eat 10 hot dogs.
Yeah,
like.
I was like, you know, do people really want to watch us like do a milk and cookies challenge just to shoot like 9 over?
Yeah,
like is that really good content?
Then I think at that point they're really watching just to see if you throw up or if you like you know can make it. Yeah, hold it down. Yeah,
and for the thumbnail of like the craziest challenge we ever came up with.
Did we finish?
Yeah, did we finish? Not clickbait.
Did I leave Tyler on the 8th hole?
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like what B2B bros do, like just 3 holes, right? Keep it simple, keep it cool, like because I do think, you know, 18 holes that is everybody gonna watch, you know, even if you can cut it up into 15 minutes. You know, but you still got to film 5 hours worth of stuff, you know, and cut it down.
It's insane because like, well, because we've only really done like 9 holes of stuff, and like I was like, I don't even know if I could do 18 holes. Yeah, because I'm like all the batteries, the the memory cards and stuff like that. Like it's insane to make sure everything is like charged up and that it's gonna make it, and like having to switch out batteries at a good time and stuff like that. Like it's like a full job. Mm-hmm. It's a full job.
Like you said, you got to keep that mental game too while you're trying to play. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, that was, I think, the first time we were filmed with my buddy Gavin when he was working with me on the podcast. Yeah, I think we ran out of batteries. Yeah, because we just didn't, you know, and I think we made it to hole, was that 16 on Empire? Yeah. The par 5.
Yeah,
if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, dude, I'm out. I'm like, all right, well, come play, you know?
Yeah. Like, end of the day, it happened to us when we did our money match that I beat him in. Yeah. And we played for an insane amount of money. It's literally
I saw that one. Tons of money.
Yeah, it's tons of money on the line.
Go check it out. Money match.
Yeah. And my camera died on like the last hole, and we just had to switch to his, which was fine. But like even then, I was like, I can't believe, because we had to wait. Like we were stuck behind some people at a certain point. So like there's not a good way to like turn it. Yeah. Like, make sure that it doesn't conserve like a lot of battery and stuff like that. So tried our best, but even then, it still happens. Even like,
Have you, like, as far as this like steadiness, have you thought about getting those ones where you hold, like it just like kind of stands here, and then you just hold it?
I want that so bad, because there are some times where I'm like, I feel like I'm steady. And then like we play back, and it's like Claire Witch
55-inch,
right?
You put it on a huge screen,
and it's like, you're like, oh my god, dude, like this guy's got Parkinson. It's insane. So I think Bob Sports has that, where they have like these like little stabilizers that they hold, and it looks really and like they're not very big. And I was like, I think that would be a game changer. Because just make it that much easier.
Yeah, or even the one, like I've seen the one too. It is the stabilizer, but also the one that not sticks in the ground, but just set it on the ground.
Yeah.
So then it just moves.
Yeah.
Rather than, but then I guess you're still kind of
like it.
Yeah.
I think like you're maybe less likely to like make it a little like it'll show enough, but like, you know, sometimes when you have like your whole like hand underneath it and like you feel like you're fine, but like you're just like, oh God.
I know I wouldn't be steady because even when I use the rangefinder,
Yeah.
like, come on, get it. like I can't stand still. So then I just shoot the like front of the green.
We had this joke when we played, me and Tyler, it was one of the YouTube videos we did, was when we did scramble, just us like trying to shoot like a good score. And there was a point of me like trying to get the number on the rangefinder, and I was like, you can hear me click it like 7 times.
Yeah.
And he's like, you good? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm literally having an arthritis attack right now. Like it's like fibromyalgia is acting up. Like I don't know. Like I'm getting like 6 different numbers, and then even sometimes I still have to check 18 birdies to make sure that like it's roughly the same. And I'm like, okay, I was shooting it right.
Yeah, I have both too. I have the rangefinder and I have a watch, and I just like the watch because you get the front and back.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of, based on what you shoot, you can kind of know where it is in the, on the green. So yeah, I've used the multi, unless I'm not close to the cart, but I try to use the multi, I don't know what you call them, multi-yardage.
Yeah.
Make
sure you have like at least like a good idea of like what number. Right. Like,
yeah. Is there any on the course tool that you really like?
I mean, I will say it's been tough because Tyler had lost his rangefinder. And we both had the same one. It was like this Go one that's like on Amazon. It's like super cheap. And I had mine for like the longest time. He got his because of mine. But I bought this like cool magnet for it because it didn't have a magnet. I'm going to stick it to the cart. First day I bought it and like used it, I left it on the cart, and of course it wasn't there. I was at Empire. So I don't know what's going on over there, but I called that next day.
Oh, that's because I got lucky. I left mine too, and it was like the second time I had it.
Yeah,
same thing. I left it, but the cart guy was like, "Hey, wait!" I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, I left it stuck on like the side of the thing, and I was like talking about how this could be so cool, and I'm like, you know, I love that I can do that, and it feels more accessible versus like reaching into the cart, right?
Yeah.
And then, no, I left it. And then these last like 3-4 rounds, it's been tough only using 18 birdies. But luckily we played like the Ridge and Dark Horse, which have like the thing in the cart, which helps.
Yeah.
But, you know, that doesn't help with like slope and things like that. So,
and sometimes I feel like they don't have the pin placements right.
No, they don't.
Like it's not even just center green.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have it like front.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not where their pins are today.
No.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Like I'm like, yeah. So then I don't trust it. You know?
Right. And you're like, oh man, like especially because there's. Go ahead.
Oh, I say they should just stick to center green.
Yeah,
like center.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm like, you know, at least like if I see the pin super front, I'm like, maybe take like 5-10 yards off that and hit it. Especially because there's like one hole at Dark Horse where like the tee box is all the way up here. It's an elevated green and hitting down, and you obviously can't get the cart up there. So like we're like, I feel like we usually either hit from like 9 to like a 56 degree, and we just get up there and we just have to guess, which is tough. Like golf's already hard enough. Right? Like.
Yeah, it's what hole is that?
I think that is, hold on, because it's par 5, 12. I think that's 13 or 14 there.
Oh, okay.
It's like super high up there, even from the whites.
I don't remember though, because I was thinking you were talking about 10 at first.
Yeah.
10's kind of up there, but
yeah.
But so, is there one course that is like your favorite around here in the Sacramento area, or even just outside? You know, because we were talking about Poppy, but then Yocha, Winchester. Is there one
I would say so. My favorite, I have like 2 favorite courses. So I got the chance 2 years ago to play in Hawaii, and I played I was staying at Kauai, that island, and I played Princeville.
Oh, nice.
And it was that course was insane. It was literally like Jurassic Park, in a lot of ways. It was like just like felt like straight jungle, and it was like it's a lot of cool holes. It wasn't super hard either, and I rented clubs, and that's actually when I found out that like I wanted to get the driver that I had now because it was part of that set.
Yeah.
Some of the things I've gotten is because from renting clubs. Because like when I played out in Denver with my one buddy, there was this putter. It's a Cleveland putter, and it's a 0 putter, and it's a mallet. And I was putting so well that day, I bought it the next day. So I was like, this feels amazing.
Like sold.
Yeah, like this is great. That course was so pretty. It was a dream. Like I've never experienced anything like that. And I was like, this course is like mixture of like creativity, like there's some character here, obviously. and it's just like, I'm like, I playing golf.
I mean, all their courses are beautiful.
Yeah. So I would say that one is my favorite, like outside of this area that I've gotten the chance to play.
And what was it called?
Princeville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Princeville Mackay, I think is how you say it.
Okay.
What was interesting is like 6 months after that, Good actually went to that island and played that course. And I was like watching that like stuff back and like what I did on that hole and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be tough. So I would love, that's like on my bucket list is to go back and play more courses. It's always tough too when you have to like either rent clubs or like you don't want to bring your
you
clubs.
don't want to take them, for like a 1 round at a 2-week vacation or a 1 week vacation.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy who makes like my girlfriend like I have to go play this course, right? Like, obviously so many other things, but I would say my favorite course here, probably Empire, just because like it has like a special place in my heart of like breaking 90 there for the first time. And I think, like I said, like I told you a little bit earlier, is like I feel like I love that the first 9 and back 9 are so very different. See, the front 9 is very wide open, and like, you know, you get to see like you can kind of spray the ball anywhere, honestly. And the back 9 gets super tight, and like there's a lot more like things that you creative shots you can have.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the front 9 for me, maybe because I hit a little bit longer. I do got to play a little spot golf. Yeah. For the like first, I would say first 6 holes.
Yeah. What's that?
But then, but then after that, why it opens up, and then you're right. It's completely different. I always say if I can survive the front, then I can do pretty well in the back. Yeah. Or at least carry my own. But if I'm 6 or 7, 8 over by 6 or 7 holes, I'm done. I'm like, okay, this is an 86, 89 day, you know. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're like, sorry. My worst score is like I'm still better than your best score. But all right, you know, it's fine. You know,
I've been shooting. Yeah, I shot I think I told you I shot 92 and 89. Yeah, you know, last few rounds. So yeah, I mean, you know, even if you're a 10 handicap, you can still.
I think that's like
show up that day.
Right. I think that's like the weirdest thing that I think I find with people when they talk about like handicaps is like that they think like I should always shoot, like especially single digits. Like they're like, oh, like they're always shooting in the 70s. Yeah. Like, no, like that just means like that's the best that they can do at like any given point. Right. But it doesn't mean that that's what they're consistently shooting. Right.
Yeah. It means more like me. I'm, you know, 83, 84. Like, I don't know how many 83s I've shot, like 11 and 12 over. Like, just 83, 84, 83, 84. Like that, those are my numbers. Yeah. So that I would say, like you said, but then even though I keep shooting those, they still give me a 10 handicap because they're like on your best day.
Yeah. On your best day.
You know, you're going to shoot that 82, 81. So yeah, definitely it's not your average.
No. Yeah. And I think obviously that whole thing probably started with like Barstool Sports and like Riggs saying he's like a 5. Right. And I don't know. I'm not going to get into the weeds of that, but like, I think that's like where a lot of people are like, oh, he's 5 handicaps. And it's like, okay. Like,
I mean, 5 can still shoot 85.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You have one bad hole. So do you think if there was one, you know, you being newer, what would be one golf rule change? If you could change it, what would you change?
I think, you know, being able to like if you hit into the fairway and like when your ball is clearly in a divot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know that's probably a popular one. And like my thing is like I'm already bad enough. Like I need like every advantage that I can get. Mind you, most people I play with don't care like if I move it a little bit out of it. But like I do think that would be like a weird thing if I ever, God forbid, played in a tournament.
And like, nope, you got to hit it out.
Like you got to hit out of it. Because I understand too, like there's probably a gray area of like what's really considered a divot, like and things like that. But
yeah, would you need a divot police on every hole just to make sure? Yeah,
getting the rules guy out there.
It's a divot.
Like Tom, come out here, you got to see this. Like,
nope, that's naturally occurring.
Yeah. Or I think like even sometimes like I've seen like people like, you know, hit out of bounds, and I think instead of like going to like obviously, you know, maybe just play it like where you think it crossed, like some people will just re-tee immediately, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not, especially for me, like I'm already bad enough. Like I'm not gonna lose another ball. I'm just gonna go drop where I think it crossed, and hopefully I find it right.
And that I kind of have a variation of that. My one rule would be if you, let's say you're on the tee box and you go OB, just hit again. Yeah. And no penalty. Like you're hitting 2 off the tee. Yeah. But you're gaining no, like, people say, well, it's not a penalty. I'm like, well, it is because you're gaining no ground. You're re-hitting. You're basically hitting 2.
Yeah. You're hitting,
right.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're hitting 3, but you're hitting 2. Go OB again. Okay, another one. Now you're hitting 3.
Yeah.
Like you're still getting penalized because you're gaining no ground.
Right.
I think it'd be more fun. And two, I think game pace of play would still go.
Yeah.
You know, because the penalty is so high.
Yeah.
That people are like, oh no, I'm sure it's good out there.
Yeah,
or you know, they don't want to take that stroke, so they're like, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could see that. I've definitely had to take a lot of those.
Then, you know, on the par 3 that you go OB, you can still par it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's so funny is I used to think that's how like everybody played.
Yeah.
When I first got into golf, because like my buddies are usually they don't like care too much about like things like that. I mean, even me and Tyler's like money match. Like, you know, I found my ball clearly OB, and he's like, let me move it, and gave me a club length. Basically, I mean, it was like probably more like 3 club lengths, and like I technically parred the hole. Which I think definitely changed the match, honestly. But, like at the end of the day, he was the one that said it was fine. But yeah, I
he was
just thought that's
too confident.
Yeah, he was really confident. He was gonna give me strokes and that, and then
dang, you beat him straight up.
Was
it match play?
It was match play. Yeah.
Okay. So I think you kind of mentioned it before, but is there like a huge misconception of golf, like from when you started to now?
Yeah,
that you can think of.
I think like the fact that you think like when you see it on TV and like all these people do it, and you're just like, yeah, it's easy, right?
Yep,
like, and it's not like it's really not. Like, I mean, like I said, like, you know, different things with your grip and like your swing path and like even your setup, how close you are to the ball, if you're too far away. I mean, I still can't aim really that great right now. Like, but like that's another thing too. When I first started playing, was like knowing how to aim right. Like, right, like I try to do the whole club on the hips thing, and like I like to think it works. I don't think it does, but like, I think that is like a really tough thing to like when you're a non-golfer, like understanding like all the things that do go into it, and that even some of the best golfers in the world like can still have like a really bad day and shoot like a really crappy score.
Yeah.
And you know, it's something that they do very consistently, you know, throughout their lives, and like they can still hit shanks
and think like for them to be that good, they've had to hit hundreds of thousands of shots.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
Because one of the guys too I've had on this podcast, John Burke, he played every day from like the moment he was like, I want to say like 10 or 12 years old till college, every day. Oh my God. And now he's just Mr. Consistent. Now he's like a +2, but it took like whatever that was. I mean, like 12 years of every day. He's like, maybe I missed a day or here or there. Every day he was Ansel Hoffman, like chipping, putting, something. And
that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought, like, I think like my biggest step would be where I'm at now. And the fact I'm playing a lot better and shooting like sub 95 most times is to like actually go get a lesson and like learn little things and tweaks that I can like incorporate.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I think there's obviously another misconception is like, you see like all like these different training videos and maybe they all say different things than each other. And it's like,
go down that rabbit hole.
Right. Like Tyler always tells me every time we tee off on hole 1, he's like, I wonder what swing thought I'm going to go with today. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe like swing thought number 3. Like, I mean, who knows? Right. There's just so many things that go in a golf swing that can change the outcomes so drastically.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like you're saying, I think I saw something that said, and maybe I've said this before, but, it's like your driver or your club face. It's like this little bit is now you're 10 yards left.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like this little bit, now you're 20 yards right.
Yeah.
It's like, and that is just like this. All we did is this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's 50-yard spurt dispersion.
Right. So like having some type of like consistency that you can, and that only comes with like, you know, hitting a lot of balls and like figuring out like, you know, different little things here and there. And I'm just not there. Don't think I could beat, you know, 1,000 balls a day and, you know, and keep that same feeling with certain things.
And keep like mentally in it.
Yeah.
Because after a while you get bored or you like want to go play.
Yeah, you get tired.
My whole thing is I'll try to putt. I'll try to do like a drill and then I'll try to chip. And I'm like, man, I just want to go play, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm like, I'm okay shooting the 80s. You know? I don't need it. Even though I don't know if you've seen, but my goal was to shoot in the 70s 10 times. And I've only done it twice.
Okay.
So I'm way behind. I should be at least 5 now, 5 or 6. And it's and I've just the chipping.
Yeah.
If I get the chipping, I think I could be in, but it's just it screws me every time. I've hit so many bladed shots that but
it's just like, wow, now I'm coming back for par, like short-sighted on this pin or something, right? Like it's like something super tough. And you're like, wow, if I could have just done something.
It's like, you know, in the middle of the green or middle of the fairway, and I got a perfect and I'll shank or it's just.
That's why sometimes like when me and Tyler play and like I stay in it because like sometimes like he'll be like 40 yards in front of me on like any given shot, and like we'll tie the hole because I'll chip in one putt.
Yeah.
And it's insane. He's like, I feel like I played that hole so much better than you. I'm like, you did.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you did.
You just scrambled better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or scrambled just as well as
Yeah.
him. Yeah. So you say you're pretty good at chipping. Is there some kind of technique that you saw or just something you picked up that helps you?
You know, I feel like one thing that I do when like I feel like I'm not chipping well is I'll do that Phil Mickelson thing where like his feet are like super pointed, and like I've gotten pretty good at that, and I can actually hit like full shots sometimes like that.
Okay.
And it's something I always go to like if I feel like my feeling is like a little off, but really just like the whole thing of like addressing the ball, like feeling more weight on my front side, because I think like so many times like when I get out of my technique is because like I'm so my back foot and I'm hitting the bottom of the club. But just like really trusting that like I'm gonna get through the ball, and just like having, like I said, like my weight forward and just watching it pop up, and then I can work on like distance control.
I think you said something important there. Trust.
Yeah.
I think that's where I am. I'm just so not confident that I just don't believe that even if I have and I watched that video too, and actually that video helped me for like a good 9 months.
Yeah.
And I lost it again, and it has to come back. But I try to do that too. But even when I do all of everything he says, it's just the confidence. It's like commit, and trust it, and I just am not right.
I think that's
still like
I think that's like one of the hard things, right? Is like committing to the shot.
Yes.
And it's like even with putting too, is committing to the line, right? Like whether you're right or wrong. Like if you're, I feel like that's the worst place to be, right? Yeah. Like is if you're like kind of halfway in and halfay out, then it's like,
or you have no idea.
Yeah,
that's the worst. Like, I have no idea where this is going.
Like I'm just gonna walk up here and hit. Like I've been there plenty of times. Yeah. I feel, like I said, pretty good with my chipping for the most part, and that's definitely one drill I'll come back to.
So the Phil Mickelson one too.
Yeah,
so you saw. Okay, so that's a good one.
But I know there's also like, you know, depending on what, you know, like if you're playing like a muni course, like, you know, you could have like that really patchy grass, and that changes things too, right? So I think understanding that sometimes and like noticing that, like I'll try to do the whole like hit it more like a putt or something like that.
Do you use like a 52 or 56?
I
use your 60 or 58.
I use a 60. Sometimes when I feel like I'm not like I want to like hit like I want to be a little bit like stronger with it, I'll hit my 56.
Okay.
I actually recently broke my 60.
Oh.
That one was out of anger. That my hands up on that, like that was pretty bad. I have that on film actually, and I'm like, wait,
did you snap it or I stuck it in the ground?
I just like threw it like you know, just like one of those, and then just like, and then like it hit a tree. And then it just, and I was like, you know, I don't know what you think about people that throw clubs, but like I will say that was a pretty low point. Like I was like, you know, I feel like such a kid, like a child for doing that. But it's like I play enough golf to where I'm like I should not be fatting chips or something like that. Like, so
I don't know if I've ever thrown a club, but I've definitely like slammed one down this. But I've thrown it for fun. See how far you can throw it. And like this, that way it wouldn't break. Because if it's this, you're like, that's what I thought you were gonna say. It happened. Is like you threw it like this, and it's like.
And it hit a tree, and then I was like, hoping. You know what's so funny? As soon as I let go, I was like, I hope it's gonna be okay. I was like, oh no. So I've been using my 56 more, but I do think that's honestly helped me because like I feel like I don't know, with the 60 is like I feel like I'm trying to hit it like so hard, and like a 56 I feel like I can just like really just kind of just do this, just be super fluid. So
I think that's my. I mean, obviously, I just need to work at it or go practice, but it's that just getting confident, comfortable. And just knowing. I mean, it sounds like when you're speaking about it, it sounds like you know your shot. You know yourself, right? Where I'm just like, maybe I'll use a 58. You know, it's like, or I've heard like just use 56. Well, I use a 58, 54, and a 50.
Okay.
So they're like, just use your 54 on the green, only use your 60. Like if you really need to lob it or out of the sand. Right? And I've tried that and same thing. It's still
I see, because I feel like a 56 out of the sand for me is honestly was way better, and I used to use it more than like a 60 just because like I could like, you know, open the face versus like the 60 is already open, so like if I try to open it more, then I'm really just getting under it and it's like going nowhere. One club I used to have, I don't have it anymore.
It's 69 degree.
I had a 64.
Oh, okay.
And it was a Callaway Jaws wedge, and I loved that thing for the longest time. And then I think, I'm obviously still a high handicap, but I think I just kind of outgrew it. And like, I was like, this is
the novelty wore off.
Yeah, I was like, this club is not worth it for me to have in the bag for a 40-yard pitch shot that I can full
swing 40.
Yeah.
Full swing 30-yard shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you realize like that does nothing.
Yeah,
in this real scheme.
Yeah, plus I have like 15 club.
Yeah,
like I'm like something's got to come out.
Yeah,
and it's not the 2-iron that I can't hit.
Yeah,
and never use.
Well, thanks for coming on, man. Yeah. So to kind of, I guess the last thing we'll do a little rapid fire.
Okay,
and then so are you walk or ride? Ride all day.
Yeah. Oh, all day. Yeah. I was like, I'm not walking.
Do you guys walk when you film like the 9-hole, or is it always riding?
Yeah, we're always riding.
Okay.
I'll pay the $10.
Okay.
That's fine with me, man.
Yeah. You told me what are some superstitions you have on the course?
So I have to have an energy drink. Like I need something.
Okay.
Like I need caffeine to feel like I'm going to be okay. Cause I played around where I didn't, and I just felt like so tired and like I wasn't thinking things through, and I'm like, why am I hitting this club? Mm-hmm. So like I have to have caffeine.
Okay. There is like a stamina people like you don't realize there is a stamina like claw, like, being not strong enough, but just like surviving 9 holes or 18 holes.
Yeah.
There is a stamina claw like factor there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I always gotta have something. I'm usually a big Celsius guy. So I drink a lot of Celsius.
Yeah.
And a healthy amount. There's a video of me like literally carrying like all these cans out of my bag.
Yeah.
And Tyler has got me on film doing that. So it's tough. It's a tough scene.
Yeah. But, any other one?
I always have to have 6 balls out. Like, so like 3 in there and then like 3 in that. And then I usually have 1 in my pocket.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about that, but like, he's like, why do you have all your
sleeves?
He's like, you have all your balls. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go through them. Like, I gotta go in the bag at some point. Right. So yeah.
Okay. Is there a best golf movie or documentary that you like?
I feel like what got me into watching more like professional golf was Full Swing.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I feel like when I watched that, when that first season came out, I was like, I want to watch more professional golf. Like, I knew this is like really cool. And like,
it does hype you up. Yeah, like when I watch it, I'm like, oh, I want to go play.
Yeah. Like, this is great. Like I get to see a lot more of the personalities of like, especially the PGA guys, right? So like, I'm like, wow, this guy, I'm really rooting for like when I like the story about like Wyndham Clark and his like mom and like whatever it was, right? Like that was like really cool. And I'm like, wow, I'm like really rooting for this guy now. Yeah. So
yeah, or you could see the craziness behind it. Right?
Yeah, you're like, oh my
God. Favorite snack or drink at the turn?
Oh, so
other than Celsius.
Yeah, other than Celsius. So like because I usually eat pretty healthy, but like if I'm truly indulging, Turkey Creek, believe it or not, has like a really good quesadilla.
Oh.
And I love that thing.
Okay. I'm gonna try it next time.
Yeah, it's really good. Or Empire, they have really good cookies. I'm a big cookie guy. I need like a little sugar.
Yep.
Yocha also same thing, cookies.
Yep.
And they have like a peanut butter one and a chocolate chip. I was like, dude, give me 2. Like give me both.
Give me both. Yeah.
One of
Why
each.
choose?
Yeah. Like I'm not choosing. Okay. $2.
And then last one, what is your dream foursome?
My dream foursome. So that includes me, right?
Yes. Yeah. So 3, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Unless you want a caddy for one.
Yeah.
I think
it'd be a great caddy, honestly.
I know. Actually, well, so real quick, I want to do where like, let's say if we did a video, I would caddy for you.
Yeah.
And see how well I can make, I want to do that with like my buddies. Or, whoever. I want to see if, and so it sounds like you want to do the same thing.
Yeah. I've told Tyler that before. I want a caddy for him and just like see if I can help him break 80. Yeah. I don't think I can, but like, cause I think like he tries to disagree with me sometimes. And then when I'm right, I'm like, I told you. I'm like, I know your game, right? Like,
or it's like, you're the caddy, but they have to do whatever you say.
He's like, I think there's an
or
element
hit the club you recommend
where it's like hard to be like, right? Like I like to think like maybe I could do the things like, I can't hit a draw or a hook to save my life. So if you need me to hit a ball left, it's not going to happen. Like if I can't hit it straight and like, it's not going to.
So any dog leg lefts, you need it straight.
Like, like I'll try my best to be like, okay, what's like the shortest tree? And I can maybe hit a fade. Fit fade, right? Power fade.
Strong power.
Yeah. Strong power fade. That's looks like it's coming back to the tee box. But yeah.
Okay, so
dream foursome. I would say Fat Perez. I gotta have him, especially for just comic relief, right? I'm a huge Phoenix Suns fan, so I love Charles Barkley.
Okay.
And I think that would be fun because I would feel like I would just heckle him.
Yeah.
Like I'd just be like,
Oh, and you get right back.
yeah,
Too.
I don't. It might have to, is it okay if I cuss?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I was like,
we get the explicit on.
but like
yeah.
when I went to the American Century Championship, I always kept saying like, I was like, dude, I gotta see Charles Barkley's fat ass come down the fairway. Like I have to go see it. Like my partner was with me, and she was like, why do you keep saying fat ass in front of Charles Barkley? And I'm like, because he's fat. Like I have to see him.
Fat ass.
I gotta see him like wobble down there. So Charles Barkley for sure, and Fat Perez, and then I think the last person. Oh man, I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go. I don't really like him as an actor, but like I just think like it would just be funny. It's just because he has a Boston accent. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah. He'd be fun.
Yeah,
he plays too.
Yeah,
he
just being like, yeah, hit the ball hat. Yeah. They're talking like Peter Griffin the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like we and Tyler have this like inside thing where like we sometimes will talk in New Zealand accents for like no reason other than just like for fun. And same thing even with like Boston accents, Southern accents.
Well, that's impressive because I can't hear the difference between Australia and New Zealand.
Well, I mean, I think as he says Australian, I'm like, well, I mean, I'm going based off of like guys like, you know, like Taco Golf and like Sam and like stuff like that. So like I'll like that's what I hear. And like I feel like I can understand maybe a little bit of like certain words, but
or like flight. I don't know if you know Flight of the Conchords. Okay, I think they're New Zealand too, but
yeah,
kind of accent.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of the same.
Yeah,
it's kind of similar. Like
don't tell them that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Of course,
it was fun.
So, Duff Dynasty, where can they find you? Where can you guys and Tyler and the Bogeywhisperer?
Yeah,
where are you guys at?
So you can find us on Instagram. I'm at Duff Dynasty, and then he's at Bogeywhisperer. I'm the man behind the camera. So we're also on YouTube under Bogeywhisperer, LLC/.gov.home, .com, whatever, right? But
Go.
Those two. We're on TikTok as well under Duff Dynasty and Bogeywhisperer. We have two separate ones, but follow our YouTube for sure. Yep. I mean, definitely want to do more things, and it'll
be fun. I'm excited to see what you guys are doing or what you'll do, and I mean, you guys are, in my opinion, I like watching you guys and good banter.
Thank you.
Like I said, good voices, and then the good golf will just come.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, right? Like, I mean, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Like, once I get a lesson.
I guess are you making progress?
I have. Like, I mean, my goal now is like to shoot sub 95 most times. And I feel like there's a lot of time where like I was barely breaking 100 sometimes here and there. And like my handicap shot up to like a 26. And, now it's at like 23, but like, 23, 22.
Progress.
Yeah. But like it's going back down. I couldn't tell you what changed. And I think that's like another hard thing about golf is like, I don't think I'm doing anything different.
Yeah. But obviously.
But like it's showing somehow. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully there's more, breaking 90 coming soon, but
yeah, it'd be cool. Yep. All right, guys. Well, if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, and go check them out. Go check out their pages. And thank you to Chuck. Thank you to Mr. Duff Dynasty here. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace. All right, man.
Awesome,
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.
It was fun. Yeah.